think I'm back now.
Bro, you went over the water and got cooked.
Yeah, yeah, got disconnected fully. 100%.
You got
Yeah, dude,
absolutely
I don't
cooked.
know why, but between 6:54 and 7 p.m. every single day, Wi-Fi just cuts out. I don't understand why.
Exactly. I don't think we're gonna lose a game. I really don't.
Still got to get used to that with weather-wise. Come on now. There we go. One second. Alright. Make sure all the background noise is gone before we got started. This might be a slow one, it might be a busy one. We'll see what happens. It's kind of like last night. It could go either way. This is our current situation right now. I got a tornado warning near Jacksboro. And this one on radar, you can see the inflow notch. It's nothing crazy on here, but you do see the rotation, and the strongest rotation is expected to go right over the city. If this is producing a tornado imminently, then it's going to most likely either be there or there on state route, or not state route, or highway 281. So I guess in the meantime, I'll just be watching this and kind of chilling, I guess. I'll make sure my phone is charged. I'm gonna see if we can't get a live view on this. Kind of go from that point. Also, we'll go ahead and get some music going too while we're at it. I don't think I have any DOT cameras here available. I'm trying to see if I can pull something up here, but it doesn't look great. Might be just too far to the north of Fort Worth here. It all looks like they're still shots too, which doesn't really help. It looks like this is about to get undercut anyway. There we go. We'll see if this inflow notch opens back up here. Maybe we might get something a little further down the line. Decent rotation on it still though, and it's right where it's supposed to be, so you're gonna have to keep an eye on it. I'll probably be live Easter, so you might see me here if anything. Yeah, I expect a pretty uneventful Easter, as far as anything outside of this is concerned. I hope you do the same though. Either Easter or 420. It's either or. Some people are celebrating both. I know quite a few that are. It's not my thing though. So one interesting thing that I was making note of earlier, and I heard this from a few others down the grapevine when it comes to today's setup. This warm nose and this moisture nose is going to be pushing off to the northwest. So as a result, if I were to put this into motion here, you can see these showers and storms moving towards where our severe storms are. So more than likely we will see some mergers here. And as a result, we could have a situation where if these continue to move off to the north and east, we increase that tornado threat just slightly here. I think that's the real reason why that 5% threat got extended so far off to the north and east. Because originally it was just isolated to Texas, but earlier this afternoon, that's when we got the extension even into western parts of Arkansas. Trying to see if there's any way I can get visual as to what's going on over here with the Jacksboro storm. I saw a little couple of that. Looks suspicious, actually. CC could be noisy, but also it's kind of in the right spot. I'm a little curious as to whether or not that's down, but unfortunately, I can't. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a visual of this one. It's kind of in that little gray zone, because the thing is with the DOT cameras in Texas, you only can see most stuff around like the heavily populated zones, and right in between Fort Worth and Wichita Falls, it's a little bit of a dead zone. So unfortunately, blind. Fortunately blind today. Looks like they have extended that tornado warning. Is it observed? Yes, it is. We got, just like that, we got an observed tornado warning now. This is for Monongahela, Wise, and Jack counties. This is a confirmed tornado 7 miles northeast of Jacksboro, moving at 45 miles an hour to the northeast. This is confirmed by weather spotters. This storm also has the potential to bring up to ping pong ball size hail with it. It's going to be heading into Newport within the next 9 minutes, Lake Amonji Carter within the next 14, Bowie within the next 19, and then Kona within the top of the, just a little bit after the top of the hour. It's a confirmed tornado on the ground. If you are in the path of this storm, you need to be taking shelter. A nasty little hook there. Very messy hook, so there's a chance that this could become rain wrapped in due time. It might not be right now, but it could down the line. There's a fair amount of precipitation around this area, though. See, look how quickly that inflow notch closed right on up. A few suspicious storms over here back towards St. Angelo. This one over here towards Big Lake needs to be watched. Right now it looks outflow dominant because you see that little backward seeker. That can easily reverse and go the other way. You have this other one here. Doesn't look like it's eminently rotating, but has a nice little inflow notch. Same with this one, even though it looks like a merge is occurring with that. At any point, any of these storms down this Congo line may have the potential to produce. Hey, what's up, amputee? Looks like you're right on time because the meso discussion just got issued for your area. You're likely to expect a watch. Be a tornado watch for your area in the next few hours. Possibly within the next 2. Oh, not again. Why is it doing this? OBS is really starting to work my nerves right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why we are dealing with so many issues of late. What the? OBS is really getting on my nerves today. Yeah, I don't know why we had that random lag spike. Just make sure you hit refresh, guys. We did everything we were supposed to do after yesterday's instance, but now all of a sudden we're starting to deal with more issues. I don't know if it's something with my workstation or what, but this is getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie, this is getting old. Yeah, at least we're back for now. I don't know what's going on with my stuff though. What I was saying though was they just issued a meso discussion for area. This has an 80% probability of a watch being issued. Most likely will be a tornado watch. So, right on time. Yeah, sorry. But that's why we're here. We're here to cover it, man. We're going to be keeping watch on it. See what this is looking like. This did have a tornado with it earlier. There's still rotation there. It's still a nice little couplet too to go with it. I think the gate to gate is about 73, 74-ish. We'll round it up to about 74. Yeah, the storms haven't really matured yet over towards your area, thankfully. We still got a little while before that happens. Yeah, here's what's going on around your region here. Just some small cells, and that's probably your lightning. That's probably the lightning right there that was a cause. You'll get some rain here in just a little bit. But I think the worst of the weather is gonna stay off to your north mostly. So you should be okay. Like I said, we'll be here just in case it does jump off, so feel free to stay tuned in. But as of right now, nothing crazy going on. Outside of this one tornado warning here. It's got healthy rotation with it though, I will say that much. There's a good chance that this still might be on the ground. Yep, this still has an observed tag with it. Appreciate that, but we'll be ready. But it's alright, man. It's gonna be alright. We got you. You know we got you. Hopefully, nothing stupid happens like my power going out. That would be a real pain. Or the internet goes out. More often than not, if anything happens, it's usually the internet. Then again, you can never trust Georgia Power. That's what I have learned. I don't know if you were here last night's stream, Amputee, but we ended up getting a raid. A whole bunch of people are sub to the channel now. They're with Stormcat 5, so feel free to subscribe to him too, for just in case in future events where, you know, if I'm not available. I'm pretty sure he will be. Hey, Tort. Probably won't be. I don't think it's gonna be one of those long streams. It could be, but I mean, we always never know. But yeah, I mean, it's cool either way. I just dropped the pick. There it goes. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like 20 something subs. I think rotation's starting to broaden up just a little bit. This also could be cycling right now. This has done this a couple of times. This definitely has a ciclic nature to it. So this has now been downgraded to a radar indicated tornado warning. So I'm gonna go ahead and check these other storms out while we're at it. That's a Tuscaloosa storm. I'm kind of interested in that one. Rotation on that does not look all that great right now, but it is something that I'm going to be paying extra close attention to going forward. Trying to see if I can figure this riff out. Hey, what's up, voice? Trying to figure that out. I think I actually kind of did. Kind of have it figured out. Barely hear it, doesn't help. The tornado watch is probably for the Dallas Metroplex. Should be popping up on my screen any second. Hey, John. Yep. Yeah, I remember when I remember watching that Mezzo come up, Mezzo discussion come up. There you go. Alright, you Rolling Stone, you. I'm just messing around, John. I'm kidding. Unless it is what you're actually doing, then it is what it is. More power to you, if anything. So that's what floats your boat, man. Yep. I was right about this storm. It looks like it's still trying to cycle. Looks like a Mezzo replacement cycle is actually occurring here. Oh, nice. Was that the one from earlier this year? Oh, it was last year. Count's dropping. Oh, I think that was Barrel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Barrel. Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. It was Barrel. Yeah, Barrel was just dropping tornadoes left and right. I remember that one vividly. Yeah, all in all, you got out of that pretty well. I was like, dude, be careful, because that is that was a nasty 3 days. Yeah, chat was pretty live that week. Chat was definitely pretty live. It's crazy to think that we are where we are now. Dang, I can't get that scale right to save my life right now. Yeah, that's really all they got going at this very moment. I have a lot of the flood watches turned off right now, or at least some of them, because of how much it'll take on the how much space it'll take up on the computer screen along with data. It's there's a lot of stuff on here. Yeah, if I could ever get time, I'd have a guitar cover coming out on the other channel soon. Just seems like it's impossible to find it. It's either Mother Nature wants to go crazy, or work wants to go crazy. And sometimes it's both. Yeah, I did too. I was playing a little bit of zombies earlier. So I ended up dropping the ball today, just full on. Hey, what's up, Total Domination? That was on Wednesday. That was another one I missed. I've taken a couple L's this week, missing out on severe weather events. Like I missed Wednesday because my washer was screwed up, or was it? Actually, it was Thursday. I can correct myself there. It was Thursday. It was actually Thursday. Not that I know of right now. At least not for this weekend. Maybe in the next week. Nothing's real clear right now. Yeah, no kidding. Life definitely keeps on happening. It's been a rough couple weeks. It has been a rough couple weeks, and I've been just trying to manage it well as best as I can. yeah? Well, you haven't told me about that, Torex. Anything in particular that you would have liked to share? You don't have to share it on chat here, honestly. But if it's real, if it's rough, feel free to talk to me about it in private on Discord, man. It's just been a lengthy stretch. Yeah, I could feel that. We're just trying to hang in there. We're all just trying to hang in there, all the same. Oops. Trying to get back to practicing. Sorry if it sounds rough. Yeah, hopefully we both can, you know. Yeah, because this season's work has been rough. It has been really rough. I can't find good weather coverage on TV. For what, Georgia today? I mean, honestly, it's gonna be dry and kind of hot this weekend. So, if you're looking for our area, nothing to really talk about except for the fact that it's gonna be hot. A little humid, but it's gonna be a nice little breeze with it at times. But it's gonna be near record highs though, so definitely gonna feel the heat. Some mid 80s, depending on where you are. Further off to the south, especially, could have a few 90s. Weather Channel doesn't even feel like the Weather Channel these days, sadly. And this is somebody who grew up on it, so really, it's not like you're missing a whole lot with that. They probably got their own little TV show going on, not a reality show, but they have their own little TV show, probably like Highway to Hell, something like that. I'm not saying that the shows are like terrible, but they aren't great. I would rather see weather versus or hear about the weather versus that. Yes. Always locked in whenever Dr. Forbes was on TV. The OG. It's surreal to think that so much time has passed now, and the man is retired, but he is always going to be a legend, especially in my book. Dude is goated. A lot of what I know, I learned from watching him. I wish I had watched James Spann more when I was little. I think, but of course, obviously, living where I live, I'm not in his coverage area. Never have been. But yeah, man, James is freaking awesome. Yeah, I don't think this is going to maintain its tornado warning for much longer. So it definitely doesn't look like it's spinning. I see a lot of outflow dominance. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, a lot of these kids will never know what it was like long before the days of smartphones and whatnot. I remember I used to keep it locked on the Weather Channel regularly, man. Like if I wasn't watching cartoons as a kid, I was watching the Weather Channel, or I was watching Speed Channel, one way or the other. I'm trying to remember that lick that used to be playing on the Speed Channel. Yeah, local on the 8's music back in the day, that was goated. I miss that so much. I don't have that guitar tone that they had. Yes, like right towards the end when they stopped doing it. That's when they were starting to publish it. Whichever producer took that away, screw them, man. Cause that right there holds a near and dear place to my heart. Honestly, that was the first time I heard the Charlie Brown theme song was from the Weather Channel, actually. I played that terrible. There we go. Yeah. And this was happening under our noses too. That's the worst part. Yeah, but it's like maybe an exit down the road. Yeah, it's like one exit down the road, if I remember correctly. It still is in Cobb, though. But yeah, even then, the Weather Channel started to fall off right around the time that started to happen. But whoever was the producer then, I want to smack them for this. Yeah, I think they're still there. Part of their sign fell off. I think it was during a windstorm or something. Yeah, antlers should be fine. It's really going to be towards southwest, or not southwest, but southeast Oklahoma, where we would have any chance of activity. But I see a lot of convection over towards the OKC Metroplex, and that's going to keep things stable. Plus, to the north of where that boundary is, it's always where that boundary is where we have the action. The classic collision, warm and cold air coming into play. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. I have to throw an ad at you guys. Alright. We're back. Make sure I close the door so I don't hear anything. I just realized there was a NASCAR race today. I thought everybody was off this weekend there. Also, I see we're up to 11 likes. I appreciate you guys. Looks like they've gone ahead and extended that tornado warning. Still radar indicated. Still has potential to produce up to ping pong ball sized hail. There's still a little inflow notch over there, but we'll have to see what happens with that as we go forward. Ooh, Torex. Hang on, let me see if I can fix it. Do you know how long you might have timed him out for? Hang on, give it about 10 seconds. It's the only way I can fix it, I guess. You're good, dude. I know it was an accident. It is not your fault. Well, I'm not. No one knows you meant. No one. We know that you didn't mean to do it. That's what really matters. Hey, it happens, man. It's alright. We know you didn't mean it. See, no one's mad. John's chill. John's pretty chill. I think it would be kind of difficult to get him mad anyway. Dang, it took that long for the watch to render in on my computer? Wow. Oh, you accidentally hit. Okay. Seems like it's trying to do it again, maybe. Well, MPT, I don't know if you're still in chat or not, but from what I can see here, I think the tornado watch is going to stay off to your north. Hey, what's up, Justin? But yeah, it looks like the watch is fully rendered in. It looks like it's staying off to your north, so you might be alright. You're missing 2 other channels? What do you mean? Ouch. Oh, modding. Oh yeah, I forgot you actually mod channels too. I appreciate you tuning in. Alright, we'll be here. At least for a little while. This is probably one of my favorite songs from Jacob. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do probably when it gets closer to 10, we'll probably have the chance to take a look at HRRR for tomorrow. By the way, in case anyone has missed it, we have the day 2 hazards for Sunday, and it is a 10% chance of tornadoes from the SPC. However, the thing with it is there's no hatched risk. So there's not a prominent threat for a stronger or maybe even violent tornado. Still possible, but it's not a prominent threat. What, the hatched risk? Or the not hatched, the non-hatched risk? Yeah, you don't. That's a very good point. It's somewhat reassuring, though. I just hope it stays that way. With the new configuration they're switching to, it seems like that might be more common. Oh wow. What would really be something if we saw an unhatched 15? But I don't think that's actually possible. Then again, you never know. The 81 UK tornado outbreak? What about it? Did it have like a moderate risk with no hatched area? And I didn't know Patrick was live today. I just thought about that. Oh well, yeah, I did. I did see that. Oh, are you gonna be doing a video on that one? Speaking of which, that reminds me, I still need to do that playlist for the that pretty much 10-day stretch of severe weather. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I think Weatherbox was talking about it, or he made a video about it a while back. It was either him or it was Carly Ann. Oh wow. Hey man, if you want, I'll check it out. Oh, he does. Nice. I'm hoping that, man, I really want to get out there and chase at some point. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I hope it happens. I hope I get an opportunity soon. If nothing else, at least around here. Preferably during the summertime. I wonder how often tornadoes occur over towards the UK. I don't expect it to be like a lot. But at least once a year, I want to try to have an opportunity to do an international stream, but we'll see what happens with that. I think we did maybe 1 or 2 last year. Yeah, UK is definitely not known for strong tornadoes. We still have an inflow notch, but it also looks like there might be some hail in there now. It also seems like it's trying to go outflow dominant here. Wish I could control this like scan by scan. But yeah, this definitely has to look like it's trying to go outflow dominant, but we'll see. Alright guys, 15 likes, I see ya. Well, Amputee, if you're still here, I think the front might spare you. I think a lot of these storms are probably going to stay off to your north. If anything pops up later. Hey, what's up, Baconator? Oh, what's wrong? Hey, Mama G. Yeah, it's not like there's a whole lot going on. It's just this one really persistent storm. I was watching Stormcat 5 stream earlier. I didn't really say anything in chat, but I was watching for a good bit before I went live too. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get on until a little later, so I figured I'd at least give a view and a like to our boy here. Ah. Who do you have in the tornado warning, if you don't mind me asking? Is it still Dan? Cuz I remembered Dan maybe going further to the south. And speaking of which, that southern storm, that southern mode now has a tornado warning with it. These are for the county. This is for Iron County. I hope I have Iron County. I don't know. That one's a weird name. But Iron County. I'm hoping I pronounced it right, in West Central Texas. And that's been another thing today. I've noticed with any tornado warnings that have been issued, they all had ping pong size hail tags to go along with them. Storm is expected to remain over rural areas, so unfortunately I have no stream to show because I'm not cleared to show them. Oh, that's Blue Rhino. That might be him right here if I remember correctly. No, that's Nick Busby. That's Brett. Uh-oh. That's gotta be this storm up here, because nothing's happening in Fort Worth directly. It's not even so much as a special weather statement, so it's gotta be this storm up here that they're pinging you for. Yeah, you should be fine. But yeah, just keep an eye on that northern cell. It's not going to be moving towards you. If anything, it's going to be moving off to the north and east. Oh, this is back to an observed tornado as well, by the way. This storm has been so persistent. When it gets in the right environment, it produces. This is currently over Makona. We talked about this area last night, actually. The hail size has also been up to golf ball size now. Locations that could be impacted as well range from St. Joe, Lake Munster, Makona, Vulture, Bonita, Caps Corner, Monocaug, Illinois Bend, Nocona Hills, and Munster. Hello, Mia. Daniel Shaw's on it? Dang. I gotta put the feelers out more. Maybe in time we'll be able to find, maybe in time we'll be able to do that. Jason Cooley. Yeah, one can only imagine, right, Torex? So we're currently at 2 tornado warnings right now. When the warnings go down to 9, we only got 2 tornado warnings. You can go ahead and tell it. Go ahead and say what you gotta say. Oh, that's quite a hook. I don't want 9 warnings for a long time. Probably not ever, really. I'm most definitely not looking to have 9 warnings. That does not sound fun. Low-level jets just been kicking in. That's all. That's all I can really say. This tornado watch that's within the severe thunderstorm watch, that has definitely verified. I can't lie. Hilarious as it may be, it is definitely verified, and you have to give them credit. National Weather Service did a very good job issuing that. That was your prediction? I didn't know that. I didn't know you even made a prediction. I didn't just say anything in Discord. I never make predictions on tornado season. Well, actually, no, I kind of did this year. I just never made a video on it. Yeah, it wasn't anything serious. Kind of sounds like me with making those tornado season forecasts. I think it's a good idea to do those, but just rambling. I feel like anybody that, even if you do a forecast videos, you're kind of rambling in your own right, but you know, I'd say you're rambling about the right things. So, yeah. I'm just hoping HRRR loads up soon so that way I can get a look at tomorrow. I want to get a really good look at tomorrow, up close and personal. And the HRRR is the perfect tool, the perfect, nah, I'm not going to make dirty jokes. It's tempting though. But yeah, it's the HRRR is the perfect model to use. Okay, good. Phone is charging. And it's also frozen. Wait. Okay, there it goes. Her. Okay, I was able to unfreeze my phone. I don't know what happened there. Just glad it's working. Hey, Joe. Where's my radar at? Decisions. Do I want to go with these two? 'Cause it seems like it's almost equidistant between all three. Let's see which has the best picture. I'm gonna say it's probably still Fort Worth, but 2 tornado warnings. We got one that's confirmed actually, or was confirmed. Yeah, they dropped it to radar indicated again. Then there's another one that is a little further off to the south and west. And this one's right next to St. Angelo. This storm had a better looking hook earlier. Looks like it's struggling. But yeah, this is another radar indicated tornado warning. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, over towards the Pennsylvania and West Virginia line. Considerable tag is whenever you get above 65 miles an hour. That's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, it's a little interesting today. It's not the crazy kind of day, but it's an interesting one. We've had isolated tornado touchdowns think we've had about maybe what, 2 or 3 during this stream. I think actually 2. I think this one is the exact same storm that Cat 5 was watching, along with, I think it was Dan that he had as a chaser. Yeah, I think it's this storm right here. It was a picture-perfect call that he had made. I wasn't surprised that it verified. Yeah, Dan Wallace. Yeah, I looked him up to see if he had a Twitter handle or anything like that. I couldn't see it. I guess that was his YouTube. Oh, he doesn't? I'll still sub to his channel just to support. Yeah, my hair is itching. Oh, he does do cool videos at least. Oh yeah, definitely subbing to him either way. Yeah, I was looking for him on Twitter earlier. I don't know why I was doing that. Especially since the handles are essentially the same. Oh no, he's back. Oh, so that's how you feel, Baconator. So that's how he's feeling, huh? Okay. Nah, he tried to warn me too. And I'm the owner of my server. Why would you try and warn me, Baconator? As if that's going to change anything. And I'm not taking back what I said. I don't really care for dipping dots like that. Get wrecked. They're not all that. Dang. Somebody blowing up their bathroom or something? Jeez, I could smell that from here. I'll be right back. I'm trying to make sure somebody didn't die because it stinks in here. And it's not me. Feel free to clip that if you want, but geez, if you were in here, you'd be like, what the hell is this? Ugh. Yeah, it was one of the roommates. Jeez, man. And it was one that's not known for doing that. Yeah, it was awkward. But yeah, that hit me. That almost slapped me in the face. Just like kind of knocked my socks off that bad. No, I didn't do it. So it wasn't me. I wasn't changing nothing. I was just like, are y'all sure that you didn't? Like, I was trying to make sure. Ah, man, I can still smell that. Jeez. Well, I'm not going anywhere, but daggone it, man. Holy cow. But yeah, it wasn't y'all. It wasn't, oof. But yeah, no, somebody did it. It sure wasn't me. Yeah, I just saw that, Mama G. Jeez. You know what? I'm sick of you for now. I'm sick of you, Baconator. I'm about sick of you. He's just mad because because me and Torex don't like his dipping dots. So get wrecked. Oof. You can get wrecked again then. You think that I can't play this game? You forget. I've been playing this game longer than you, sir. Whew. What's the red card for? What's the red card for, Torex? Nah, that's not for anyone. It's not for anyone. I don't see Bacon on here right now. I see an impersonator. I see an impersonator. Oh, he's mad. No, somebody left dipping dots in their toilet. Should I continue to be evil? Hey, you're the one that keeps on bringing it up, so that's what happens, man. That's what happens. Man, like that is rank though. It still stinks. My goodness. Alright, let's stop talking about this. This is not making anything better. It's making it worse. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something, yeah, because this is unbearable. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I had to get that out. Yeah, I had to get that air out. I was like, wow, this is stifling even for me. Jeez, Torex. Why two red cards? They're out of the game. They're out for at least a couple of games now. And then you do the trademark hand sanitizer, or better yet, sand sanitizer, as Baconator calls it. Also, in the midst of all that, our San Angelo storm is now a radar confirmed tornado here. Ugh, jeez, that was so bad I can't even get my bearings right. But yeah, this is a spotter observed tornado actually. This is heading into Arden here, or it's 12 miles west of Arden. It's probably gonna end up staying to the north of town though, from the looks of it. You guys are wild. Man, that was bad though. Holy cow. Daggone it, contingents. Yeah, we haven't seen him, none of your concern who that is. It was the one furthest on, it was the one from the other side of the house, I'll put it that way. Their bathroom's on the other side of the apartment. And the fact that I could smell it is crazy. Nobody invited you. You gonna get thrown right back out. You're just gonna be sitting outside the door, just wondering. Wondering about what will never be. You really think they'd let you in here? He's saying that he's gonna move in. And if you put something like that out, then, and if you, something like that came out of your tail, I'd kick you right out anyway. You're not on the lease though. And I have yet to see any rent from you, sir. Where's that 700 at then? Where's that 700 at then? Because I have yet to see it. And there's not even a room for you here. So, where's that 700 at? Nah, the office notifies us of all payments towards our rent. It's clipped, man. You lost. Like, you lost. Huh? Nah, Arena is the name of the lady is cool with me. You know what? I'm about to time you out. I'm gonna time you out for an extra long time for speaking nonsense now. What is the new day one? Is it the same as it always has been? Because that's what it looks like. It hasn't popped up on my screen yet. Hang on. Why does it take... Oh. Okay, there it is. I see it now. %10 hatch for tonight, though? But there's literally only one storm that's gonna be there. Everything else is way too stable. I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, 10% hatch is Tor. Yeah, 10% hatch is Tor. But really? It's really for one storm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This one has me kind of confused. Because literally, it's just this one storm that has been kind of pulsating back and forth with that inflow notch. The only the only way I could see that happening is if we end up seeing more mergers from these cells off to the south. And the question is, are they even moving fast enough for that to actually happen? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, let's do the radar loop and see. No, not even close. That kind of distance that they gotta cover. Yeah, I got the playback speed up to full speed here. Yeah, no, I don't. What do they see? What is it? What exactly is it that they see? There's gotta be something I'm not seeing. I just don't see how they would issue that without a reason. Well, Brady did say that this was a stationary front too. But even then, the storms themselves would have to stall, and I don't see that happening. What is it? Just what is it that... That just doesn't make any... I just can't put it... I can't put it together. If they put the hatched out, I think it would just be for that one storm. Hey, Christine. Yeah, I'm so perplexed by this. I am honestly... I don't get that at all. I honestly don't. Now, when the high risk got issued a few weeks ago, I could kind of understand that one. This one, I got nothing. Like, I kind of saw that environment for what it was, but obviously, since I'm not SPC, I wasn't gonna say, oh, they need to issue this or they don't need to issue that. But yeah, I haven't seen the polygon pop up. Is this a new warning, or is it a continuation, Torex? I don't know if my computer is just moving slow or what. Oh, those are both extensions. Okay, good. I gotta figure out how other guys are setting it up to where they get that siren to work. That's what I need to do. I need to figure that out so that way I'm not off cue anymore. Maybe they do like some kind of coding. I mean, I know about the post notifications part from NWS Tornado on Twitter. Heck, we used to have that on Discord, but how do I set it up to where I can get like the siren? Or I can get the siren to play for every stream deck? Yes. If that's what everyone's using in order to get it all set up, then yes. Yeah, like how guys like Ryan, Max, Brady have it set up to where, yeah. Okay. It's easier to just hit them up on the server, right? Or would it be better to hit them up on Twitter? Any of the Spark team? Okay. I meant to hit him up last night, but afterwards I just went out. I was lights out. I tried to get up early this morning to do the May outlook. I ended up going right back to sleep after eating breakfast. You crashed out at about. You finally crashed at like 5. Jeez, man, that's crazy. Originally, I had like a little quick surge of adrenaline. Like when I got offline, I was thinking maybe I'd play like Helicity or something at 3:30 or 4, and then I realized. Then my body just said no. You worked a good 7-8 hour day yesterday before the stream. Didn't take much of a nap, maybe like 30 minutes. Then you did the discussion. Then you did another stream. Yeah. We're done. And out I went. Cuz I was trying to go to the gym this morning too. I did not accomplish much today. You went to sleep at a. That's crazy. That is crazy. At 11 a.m.? That is insane. Yeah, you still were gonna get rain regardless of whether you ended up going severe or not. And it's not like the storms are like weak or that the environment was so much to where that you would get severe weather, but it was gonna be annoying. One thing about it here, even though I don't have like storm anxiety, is that when it storms here, it usually is. Oh, it did go severe? $42, sheesh. I think the longest that I might have ever been up for anything might be about 32 hours. Oh, wow. That's crazy. How in the world? Wow. That's something the model data didn't even pick up, man. We have another tornado warning, by the way, folks. This one just got issued for Somerville, DeRapp, and Hood counties. This is located near Hicko. This also is capable of producing quarter-sized hail. This is going to stay mostly over rural areas, but we also have to watch out for Somerville, Eastern Rapp, and Hood counties, Alexander, Claret, Rainbow, Johnsonville, excuse me, Biloxi, Selden, Chalk Mountain, Defu, and Nemo. Dang. I didn't hear anything about that last night. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that storm last night at all. I'm sorry I wasn't live. But yeah, I think I was about out of steam either way, so I don't know if I would have made it that long. What time did it come through? Oh, wow, I was actually close to maybe being able to cover that. Yeah, that one is close to you. That's not far. Somewhere between 4 to 6 a.m. Yeah, that was literally just after I had gotten offline. Yeah, you can see it. It is spinning. You might want to be ready to head to your safe spot, amputee, just in case. It was literally that one storm that formed right along the boundary here. Don't you start doing that, Torex. Ashton? Where was Ashton at? Oh, they're behind Storm Runner. Jeez, I don't know. Part of me kind of thinks I actually might want to at least try to have multiple radar apps on here from now on. Don't really want to get Omega back, but I don't know. Not sure what the right call is there, but as good as weather-wise is, there's just still a lot of stuff missing that I need. Oh, you have them on speed dial? Dang. Respect. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing what they need to do to stay safe. Oh, this just went observed. Amputee, might want to head to your safe spot, bud. Confirm confirmed tornado by radar. This is just to the north of Hako by about 8 miles. This also has half dollar size hail with it. So confirmed tornado here. There's a small debris drop right here. Yeah, somewhere right up in here is where our tornado is. It looks like the tornado has a little bit more of a northward component in its motion. I have to be behind, yeah. No choice, no way. Why am I behind though? That's my question. Why does it always feel like I'm behind like half a scan? Yeah, I'm behind by a whole 3 minutes. I don't know what's going on there. Usually it updates about every 2. What are you using again, Isaiah? Is it Omega? Oh, wow. Oh, you're using radar scope. I'm hoping to get that this week. March 15th? Oh, wow. Oh, nice. I'm glad you're alright. Yeah, I think I am on the wrong site. I think I'm still looking. Oh, yeah, okay. That looks better. Okay. It's not the most no, I wouldn't say that it's a premature supercell. It's not a textbook one though, I'll say that much. This isn't the best looking supercell that I've ever seen, I'll say that much. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really something whenever you can get someone like Reed to check on you. So that is 112 on gate to gate that you're talking about, Isaiah, if that's the case. Let me zoom in on this tight. Yeah, I'm getting even higher. I'm sitting at 122 from blue to red here. Actually about 123 to be exact. It's about 6,000 feet though. Ooh. What I'd give to be, if I had it, just Just like slide them a little money to show their feed. Totally do it. Unfortunately, bills have to be paid. Should be able to find a DOT camera over here though, even though that most of those are still shots. Granbury? You're going to the one to its northwest? Yeah, it does have a weird shape to it, but I bet it is. I bet it's got a little spin to it. It's a brief little nodule right there off to the south. We'll see if it ends up ramping up. Before long, it could get a tornado warning as well. I don't know what those guys in the NWS saw, but it looks like it's verifying quite nicely. We essentially do have another tornado warning here now. We missed that. It's Tom Green, Orion, I guess you would say. Orion counties. Yeah, both of these are radar indicated right now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this thing on radar right now. It looks kind of weird, but still looks pretty nasty in its own right. Looks like we got a long night ahead of us, folks. At least of this storm here. It's radar indicated, but we know it's history at this point. We know the score. Hey, what's up, ATR? Try to refresh. What exactly am I trying to refresh right now? It's the latest scan. Yeah, I think we're good now. I think I was on the wrong radar site, like Isaiah was saying earlier. I think I was looking over towards Oklahoma to try to get a look at that storm that crossed the border. The one that Brady was watching earlier. And then with this one, I needed to go back to Dallas. So yeah, that was a mistake on my part. It was either that one or I was looking at St. Angelo. I was probably looking at St. Angelo, to be honest. But yeah, I'm stuck in between like what, maybe 3-4 different radar sites. Yeah, last night was sneaky too, and I guess it was just like what Justin was telling me, how that could be a pretty good indicator of what the following day can be like. It's never a guarantee, but Justin nailed it right on the head with this one. Yeah, I'm still learning that. I'm trying to see if I can pull up a DOT camera over here. I just don't know which one I need. Yeah, that does happen too. That's the crazy thing. Seems like all of these are still shots over here. That's usually how it goes, though. Truthfully, I think the optimal threshold whenever you're storm chasing probably would be, I would say, slight risk, because not everything is gonna have that kind of setup to where it's like, oh my goodness, high risk. In fact, quite a few high risk will end up busting more often than not. Let me look at that again. Okay, I gotta scan those. 2 minutes old. No, it may be a missile handoff. I think this thing is still struggling a little bit. Ha! The Mustang tornado was in a 0. Well, I guess you technically have to call it a non-zero. But yeah, sounds about right. We had a lot of those last year, come to think of it. Yeah, it could be. Hoping that isn't the case. Yeah, I probably will be like, wait, what? Yeah, that started to happen while I was chasing, or I was just randomly driving through. I'm looking like surely I would be like, surely not. I'm not tripping, am I? And then as it would develop, I'd be like, what in the world? I'm like, you can't make this stuff up. You think it is a mezzo handoff? It kind of looks like it might be, but yeah. I think you're onto something there. Chasecation. Ha. Ah. Yeah. I definitely see it now, Isaiah. You cooking with that one, man. It's come a long way. Those gutters are aerodynamic. Those gutters are probably the most aerodynamic of the bunch. Hmm? Hmm? Uh-oh. Yeah, it started out like that, but we know how it ended. Yeah, it looks like it's about to be a long night, folks. It definitely looks like it's about to be a long night. Yeah, I remember May 25th. Yeah, it looks like... Daggone it. It's crazy that we're defunding the NWS and NOAA, but they can make calls like this and be spot on. I think we went offline for the before the Roger tornadoes happened. I think I had to go to work that day. Later that, either the next day or something. So I was like live till probably midnight or something like that. Maybe 1 o'clock at the latest. I'm trying to think. Sometimes when you do enough of these streams within an extended period, oh, they did? Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah, I'll do that a lot whenever I have to get off. Especially early. That tiny little notch right here, I don't know if this is contamination. It kind of looks like it is. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, that's contamination. I was about to say, if that's what I think it is, then that's a problem. It's a little drill bit, but that's an evil little drill bit. Yep, it never fails, Isaiah. It always happens. It always happens. I'll go offline because, hey, I have to go to work at like 5 in the morning. I have to wake up at 5 in the morning to go to work or something, or I have to be out of the house by like 6:15. Then all of a sudden, Mother Nature's like, "Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Now I must strike." I tell ya, never fails. And the only thing I can do at that point is just cuss up a storm because I get so mad when that happens. Sometimes it takes a while for them to reissue, but more often than not, they end up doing it. It just takes a while. Yeah, it's looking like that storm. Ha, how ironic. It's not my name being spelled. but that's right over tie, or just past tie. How ironic. But hey, it didn't hit me though either. If we're being fair, it didn't hit me either. Yeah, didn't think about that, did you? Oh. What's that noise? I'll be right back. Seems like I hear something outside my door. Somebody's talking or yelling. Well, okay. Seems like everything's alright. If anything crazy was gonna happen, it's not gonna be near me. That's one thing about it. Like, keep it away from my door. But anyway, though, let's get back to what we were doing here. Dang, this storm's still got some spin to it. It's making its way just to the south of Oklahoma here. Just into South Oklahoma, I should say. Then over here, sure we got the right radar scan here and the time. Okay. Rotation looks to be going away from this storm now. Oh, wait, never mind. Did it go back to radar confirm? Did it go back to confirm? Yep. It was actually by spotters this time. It's always whenever I step away, it feels like. So this is for Love in southwestern Carter counties. This is near Rue Bottom. I think that's how we pronounce it, Rue Bottom here. It's moving northeast at about 20 miles an hour. This is reported by weather spotters. This is going to be heading into Lone Grove, Heddleton, Healdton. Dang, I cannot pronounce tonight worth anything. Healdton, Wilson, Rue Bottom, and Courtney. It's a confirmed tornado, and it is a nocturnal, which is one of the worst, which is probably the worst kind, because you have a hard time seeing it. Even trained storm chasers struggle with that sometimes. So this tornado warning storm is about to exit the polygon here. The question I have is, what are they going to do with this here? Rotation doesn't look all that impressive. New meso discussion for that? Dang. That sounds about right. I mean, it makes sense. Low-level jet usually is starting to pick up right about at this time. Rotation on this other one's kind of lackluster. We're going back to that storm we've been watching on and off for a bit now. Seems like it's trying to ramp up. It's just taking its time. Maybe the new meso's here. Maybe a split is about to occur. Man, I hate the fact that I can't find any cameras over here that are sufficient. Yeah, that's EF2 to EF3 range, so that would meet the hatch stress requirements that we saw earlier that Torex was talking about. Might need to watch this storm over here towards Dublin. It's got a nice little appendage to it. So at the very least, I see signs of inflow. Yeah, it's a corridor that in which maybe a strong tornado is possible, essentially. And also the potential for large hail exists. Oh, excuse me. So this is pretty much the best I can do with the Texas cameras. It's not a whole lot that I can really do, sadly. Oh, how I wish. How I wish I could see it. Or how I wish I could show you. I could probably watch it on my TV, but I don't even want to risk playing the audio. So it doesn't have a tour possible tag. Dang. Well, that probably is a good thing. I mean, when I look at velocity on there, it didn't look like it was impressive. Sometimes we can see those hooks, but if they're not spinning along with the storm, they kind of get discombobulated. Uh, Brady was talking about that a little earlier today. And I think he made a very good I think he put out a really good explanation about that. A hook is always a good warning sign, but ooh, look at that. But yeah, sometimes you'll have that hook and nothing will happen at all. And it's a good reason as to why. We're gonna need to watch this because it actually looks like it's getting better organized than it did before when it dropped last time. That's perfect, Mama G. I guess it's because I have the smoothing on here for weather-wise. I guess you were scanned behind this time. Yeah, the smoothing looks really good on weather-wise. More so than the other ones that I've used so far. I kind of want to see them improve on the 3D radar. But yeah, this is all I really got with it. What, the 3D radar? Or is it the smoothing? Oh, smoothing? You catch heat for it? That makes no sense. I guess people's eyes are used to the old mode where it's heavily pixelated. But that's crazy though that you'll catch heat for, like, that makes no sense to me. That makes zero sense to me, but alright, whatever makes them happy, I guess. But I mean, you keep doing you because I mean, at the end of the day, you're the ones out there. Other chasers. It's other chasers. Well, I guess each their own. Me personally, I'm gonna probably use smoothing. I'm just saying. Me personally, I will probably use smoothing. I got 50 to 22, so I'm about at the same point as you. Oh. Well, I like the way the smoothing looks. I like the cleaner picture that it presents. But it depends on the radar mode. Like for reflectivity, I'll use it for that. I'm smoothing that. Velocity, different story. I won't smooth it. This isn't smooth. If I go with the CC here, that's staying pixelated. If I were to go this route, I would probably smooth it. I like there's certain things that I would like it for. People are calling this a LP. It does have that look on radar like it is an LP. In fact, this is where the rotation is here. That's where the mezzo is. So yeah, that actually adds up just fine. No, I'm lagging. I don't know what's been going on with OBS these last few days, but OBS has been really, really sketchy. But no, what I was saying though was I definitely can see why this would be an LP. The mezzo's here, updraft is in this area, and compared to everything else, you share it on Discord. I don't know if it's by a storm chaser or not, but at least I could look at it on Discord. I'm not gonna post it on here. He's live on oh, so Jason's live with Texas Storm Chasers. I don't know if Jason would allow me to. Yeah. Oh, he's on YouTube. Okay. Oh, not again, man. Come on. I don't know what's been going on with OBS today, but I'm getting really fed up. I've never had this problem until now. Oh, it's just for me to see. Okay. Whoa, what happened? My screen just blinked out like the stream almost cut off on its own. That was weird. That was really weird. Yeah, this is gonna pass just outside of Bluffdale here. Also. Who, Jason? Jason is saying that there's a tornado on the ground with this. Yeah, I'll try and ask him. Everybody's been having OBS issues today. Well, at least it's not just me, but that still sucks. This is close to where one of my viewers is, Amputee. I don't know if you can still hear me, Amputee. I hope you're in your safe spot. Just checking in to see if you're alright. Let me check on this other warning here. He's just in between Stephenville and Granbury. He's around that area. It's pretty close to him. This is pretty daggone close. And he's right in between Stephenville, Granbury, Glen Rose, somewhere in this triangle here. I don't know where exactly it is, obviously, but he's very close, like danger close. What would be the best way to contact Jason, though? That's my question. Oh wow, that's an incredible picture. That is an incredible picture. Yeah, that is 100% on the ground. Jason Cooley does. If anyone is on has cams tuned into Jason Cooley's feed. He has a tornado on the ground. Oh, this is a reissue. Okay. Let me go ahead and get over to X then. Yeah, Ardmore was in that Night of the Twister stream.